Okay, same date, 1/6/2017. I want to talk about Antarctica because it's been in the news and swirling around the internet quite vivaciously. So I want to discuss it a little bit. You know, you got Kerry that's gone down there. Putin, I guess, is going down there. You got leaders of the Russian Orthodox Church, Vatican people are going down there. I think there was an astronaut that went down there. I don't know what his name was, but there's a whole conglomerate, consortium of people that have been going down there. And yes, it's true, there's a Nazi base down there, and there are nefarious individuals down there. But people aren't really touching on the important, large factor here. And that is that these groups, Kerry, Putin, everyone that's been going down there, are meeting with the positive ET space human groups that I've been talking about consistently and strongly for the last couple of months here. Their presence is very strong, and it's apparent with all of the meetings that they're having in Antarctica. This ties in with the there was a barrier put around the solar system that Corey Goode and David Wilcock were talking about. Okay, these are the same extraterrestrial groups that are meeting with these people, humans, earthlings, down in Antarctica. That barrier, no one's really been talking about it, is slowly being moved in. It was around the whole solar system, then they decreased the diameter of it so it was around the sun and stretched out as far as Neptune, then they brought it into Jupiter, then they brought it into Mars, then they brought it in past the asteroid belt. And what I'm presuming right now is that that barrier is right around the Earth and the Moon, maybe extends a little bit further than that, and it might even be around Mars still in that holding pattern. That was their objective, is to start with the solar system and then tighten it up and bring it in, and then start the meetings with all these people in Antarctica. Because there's a ton of pyramids, there's ancient civilizations, there's all kinds of caves down there. It's very antiquated. It's away from the world. You don't have to deal with the press. You don't have to deal with paparazzi. You don't have to deal with peering eyes. And you can go about your business and negotiate the future of the world and the future of the different continents around the world. And Lord knows we can't have the meeting in the North Pole because that's where Santa Claus lives. So Santa Claus got to be left alone, and that's why they all go to the South Pole. So that's what it is. The South Pole has been divvied up in lots, just like standard real estate. You got the Nazi group that contains a quadrant. You got the positive ETs, humans, space humans that have another quadrant. You have the positive ET extraterrestrials, like the Drak, or the reptilians, positive reptilians, Pleiadians, etc., Andromedans. Okay, they have another chunk. And it's divvied up, just like Corey Goode explained, that the dark side of the moon, or the moon in general, is divvied up. There are real estate sections for certain beings, and there are a lot of positive groups down there. And that's one of the reasons why you've seen the uptick in extraterrestrial sightings, especially over Turkey. I think there's been a couple of huge sightings over Argentina, and that's why they have presented themselves, is because all of this stuff is going on in Antarctica. And I said in the past videos, I doubt very much that the White Dragon Society is in mopping up the Bushes and the Clintons. It's more like these positive ET groups / space human groups are doing the work. So that's what's going on in Antarctica. Positive groups meeting with these positive groups. I'm sure all the groups are meeting. The Nazi groups, the extraterrestrials, the politicians, or the leaders, or the representatives from this world and different continents. I'm sure that there are many, many, many different meetings going on. But that's the big and the small of it. That's what's going on in Antarctica. 1/6/2017. Thanks, guys.